Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
So here's Mansions of Madness Suppressed Memories figure and tile collection. This is going to be the second edition that requires the app. Now I want to show the back because it's going to tell you what's going to come in it. In particular, you're going to get the Forbidden Alchemy and Call of the Wild expansions from the first edition. So those two expansions are going to be in this box, but only the materials that you need in the second edition. There may be some materials that you would use in the first edition, so it's not like an exact port. But if you're wanting those materials and those scenarios that can be utilized in the second edition, this is what you are going to get. It's not going to be a very good box. I think it was designed. This is very shady. I think it's designed to go right into your main box if you're going to be put in. You can see a little bit of cardboard in here, but this is probably one of the shoddiest boxes that I've seen here. Now this will come out, and you will just kind of pour it all out. The first thing you will notice is the Suppressed Memories. You're going to get how to use this expansion with components, with pictures, and the tiles. It's just a one-pager. It tells you how to reference the miniatures, who is what, in case you get confused, so you know where to put everything in. You're going to get a number of these bases that will be utilized for each of the monsters. They look exactly the same. I'm not a huge fan of these. Let's take a look at what tiles you're going to get. Here you're going to get the operating theater, and on this side, the generator room. You are going to get the morgue and the rooftop, which will be added to it. You're going to get the hidden laboratory, and on the flip side, the back path, which includes the greenhouse that will be right in there. You're going to get the dungeon cell, the dungeon cave, and the torture chamber that will all be put in there. And this will be the pond that will be added in. You are going to get the ritual site, and on the flip side of that will be the marshland. You will get the old orchard, which includes the abandoned shack, and the hilltop, which will be included on this side. Now you're going to get some of these longer ones that are bigger than the other ones. You're going to get the barnyard, which will include the barn. On this side, you're going to get the river crossing, which will keep the covered bridge in there. And then this is going to be the old forest through here, and you're going to have the forest edge down here. And on this side, you're going to get the mill yards, includes the sawmill, and the water wheel on this side. So that'll be utilized. Now these are bigger. As you can tell, these squares that came in the base game, these are going to be a little bit longer than normal. In addition, you're going to get quite a few of these little small ones that will fit in. On this side, you get the river rapids, and you will get the dark path, which includes the outhouse, in case you need to go potty. You will get the old oak, which is a big scary tree there. And on the other side, you'll have the cave bend. Graveyard 2, you can see the grave. It's empty, it's ready for you. And the hallway number 5, so it included some indoor ones. The scarecrow, some more outdoor ones. And the campsite, you can see there's a place for sleeping right there. You're going to get the medical storage with, now this one will go up like here. You're going to have the holding cell right here. And you will have the observation room through here. The cave number 3. And this will be the office. You can see right through another office for the building. You're going to have the spruce grove. Lots of places to hide in there. And a rotted path through here with the rotted porch on the back of the building. You're going to have the pig pen where you can keep the piggies at. And the cave entrance. So this is where you go into the cave. And you have a river bed number 1 and river bed number 2. It's just kind of split up with a yellow dash here. And you will see the old well, where you know there's going to be something hidden down there. Let's take a look at the miniatures that you're going to get. You are going to get some characters that you'll be able to utilize in here. Some female representation, of course. There's a gentleman with his lunchbox or toolbox. Here she is with her books, holding them nice and tight. And who could pass up a gentleman in a cape with a cane? You can see it's real smooth. I like the looks of that one quite a bit. You're going to get a photographer here, definitely. A reporter. He's ready to take those pictures. And then you're going to get this guy holding up a cigar. Maybe some cash. It's kind of hard to tell with this miniature, isn't it? And then you're going to get him. He's got a gun, and he is ready for action, as you can see there. All right, as for monsters, you're going to have this big, ugly, which I think is called the Dark Young. You can kind of see this is one of the more impressive ones in the box. You can see that mouth and that tongue popping out. Then you're going to have this one, which is called the Dunwich horror figure. You can kind of see that he has legs and tentacles going everywhere around him. He's a nasty beast, to say the least. Ah! And here's a little piece of something. Oh, one of these is a bad guy here. A monster here. You can see that right there. And you have plenty of these bases that will be in here. Here are the monster miniatures that will be shooting out at you. And if there's doubles, I'll point it out, but I'm not going to show you each individual miniature. Here's this one. Another monster. And you have another flying guy here. And then you have this guy who's brutal looking. Super creepy. And these can all be painted up. Looks like another cultist of some sort. He's definitely doing something obviously weird there. And we've seen one of him, so there's a second one. I'll be brief. Another flying guy. And then you've seen all these are all doubles. So is this worth your purchase? I think so. I think the extra tiles and the figures are going to be absolutely needed. I think you're going to want to bring these into the game. I think having this is going to add quite a bit. You're also going to have extra scenarios that you can download. I think that's going to be really, really helpful for you. And I think the more you have of this, the better. Now, price points are always going to play a part in this. You know, price points are going to be something, I think this is out of print or maybe very expensive, as most Fantasy Flight games are. So that may go into whether you want to keep going in the series or not. For me, my family, we really enjoy Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition with the app. This is going to bring all that material in. Now, if you already have the 1st edition stuff, you will not need this. You're fine. But if you don't have it, then you can absolutely just add all this in, and you are good to go. So, if you're looking for this, here it is. So what you're going to get is going to take the expansions from the 1st edition and bring it into the 2nd. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel, lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing.